Hi there, Paul Stevens from lunchhourweb.com. Have you ever created a blog post or a YouTube video and then struggled to have anybody find it? Then today's video covering search engine optimization and keyword research is for you. Stick around and I'll show you how. Okay, so what we're covering today is Google, keyword research, and SEO. SEO, if you're not familiar with the terminology, you probably heard it a million times, but it's search engine optimization. And the real simple way of thinking about this is how Google ranks websites when you do a web search. So for example, if you are looking for something on the web, say how to create a website, you are going to be brought up with multiple ads, these quick information box, and then you'll be given websites. And this is how Google will rank your website. So search engine optimization means how can you optimize your website or your web page to appear at the top of these searches. This is done two ways. One is how popular your website is, or also known as website authority. The more recognizable your website is, or the website is, the higher it is going to rank. So Wix, you've probably seen the commercials on TV. They've been around for a while. Immensely popular website. That's an ad, of course, but if you come down, WordPress, big in websites, Zoho, Wix, Shopify. There's a whole bunch of websites that have a lot of recognition behind them. Of course, Google, Yahoo, MSN, any news outlet, they're going to have a huge website authority, immensely popular. The next thing you're going to do is keyword, or how relevant your content is to the search. And as a new business owner, as a new website creator, you're not going to have much website authority. You probably don't have any website authority at all. So you really want to focus on the second part, which is tailoring your content to fit one specific search. And what I'm going to do for today's video, I'm going to jump back over to my blog. And you can do this for your whole website. You should have a keyword or keywords that you want your website to be found on. But for every piece of content you create, so for every blog post, you also want to have your blog focused on a keyword or a long tail keyword to rank high in search results for that article. So I'm going to bring up my latest blog post just published a few days ago. It's called What is a Blog Image and How to Create One. That's the name of my blog post. And it's basically about what is the purpose of images in blog posts and how will you create your own. So let's go ahead and open up this blog post. And you'll notice I have a couple images, headers, some bigger text, smaller text, more images, a video, and another image at the end, as long as any comments that people make. Google, and this is where we're going to be focusing on. There are other search engines out there, Yahoo, Bing, and so on. But I'm going to focus on Google for today. They all work similarly the same. They have these things called crawlers. And what they do is these crawlers, they go to every website on the web. And then they read the content. So it's going to read every single text you have on there. It's going to look at your images. And it's going to try and determine what your website or that web page or that blog post, what it is about. And then it's going to organize that all websites that it finds, and then it's going to index them. So when people do the search, it's going to bring up the most relevant on top of the search list. So with that said, I would like this blog post to appear higher up in a web search. So the first thing to think about is what searches would I want this to appear on? So those are going to be the keywords that I'm going to target. The next section, after I find a keyword or multiple keywords that I want to target, how do I modify my existing blog post, or when I create new blog posts, how can I optimize them so they're more likely to show up in search results? So what we're going to use is Google's own tools for helping you find keywords. And we're going to look for Google Keyword Tool. This is going to bring you up to an ad. So Google has their own ad for, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. So it's actually part of, Google Keyword Planner is actually part of Google AdWords. And Google AdWords, if you didn't know, of course, you can pay Google to have your website appear higher up in search engine results than it would normally. So that's obviously how Google makes a lot of their money, is they charge, or businesses pay them to have their search results higher up so they can get more visitors. It's a free tool. Part of Google AdWords is a keyword planner, so that's a free tool. And the keyword planner part helps you find words that you should be searching on. So as I'm trying to do with everything, I'm going to step you through the full process of how to sign up for a service and how to use the service. I won't be making this a truly long video, so I'm going to give you high level details at the beginning and then maybe create another follow-up video going into more details at another time. So Google AdWords, you first have to create an account with Google AdWords. So I'm going to create one for my website. Of course, you're going to create one for yourself as well. Put in your email. It's going to ask for a little bit of information. I'm going to be Central Time Zone. You can focus which country you want to focus your ads on and your currency. Of course, I'm going to have the US dollar. So I'm going to save and continue to create my account. So what it's wanting me to do is wanting me to create a campaign, of course. So I'm going to choose my budget, how much I want to spend. I can create ads, select keywords, define potential customers, and enter my billing information. I'm actually not going to be using this portion of it yet. Instead, I'm going to come up to Tools and Keyword Planner. So the Keyword Planner screen loaded, and it's going to give me a couple options. Find new keywords and get search volume data, and this is important here. I'll show you just a minute. And plan your budget and get forecasts. Again, I'm not going to be signing up for Google AdWords now. Instead, I'm going to focus on making my content as relevant to certain search tools or keywords that I can. So what we're going to do is we're going to find new keywords. So first we're going to search for a keyword, website, or category. So I could do my landing page, a product category, and try and find, maybe if I'm in the finance industry, I could find common product or search words for that. I don't suggest doing that now, especially if your website has just started. I'm also not going to be putting in my landing page. This is going to help Google. It's going to search my website and say, well, what would we think would be what you should target for keywords? Don't want to do that as well. Instead, I want to do one or more tags. So again, blog image. I know this is probably not a great one because in my YouTube and my blog, I'm not about how to find blog images. I'm about how to create this article is about how to create your own blog images using Inkscape. It's also not a repository for blog images. So if people are searching for, I want blog images of squirrels or something, if they search for that, I don't want them coming to my website. It really isn't a target audience. That's not who I'm really trying to target this message to. I'm trying to target this blog post, this video, for people who want to create their own blog posts, images. But that's okay. We're going to start broad and then we're going to narrow down and help find the specific keyword that we want to use. So I'm going to start blog image. You can target certain locations. This is really important if you just opened your own store, restaurant, coffee shop, whatever. If you don't really want to care about people who don't live in your area. You want to target just your geographic city or county or whatever it is. You can filter this down and customize it more. We're not going to worry about that. I am going to show the average monthly searches for the last 12 months. You can change that as well. So you can look at just more recent. If you're on a really trending topic and you want to create a blog post, you might want to look for searches more recent than that. So I'm going to go ahead and get ideas. And what you'll notice is I put in blog image as my product or service. This is my keyword. And it's going to say that there's between 10 million and 100 million for all searches for all ideas. That is a lot. So right now, average monthly searches over the past year, there's between 1 to 10,000 searches on blog images. The competition is also pretty low. That means there's not a lot of people competing for this. And if I wanted to create an ad campaign, I could expect to pay Google $2.29 every time someone clicked on my website. Okay, so let me get back to Google real quick, and let's just look up blog images. What those mean. If someone typed in blog images, the first thing they're going to be brought up to is, actually there are no ads for it. So that's why the advertisement, there's low competition, not many people putting ads for that. If I did put an ad, excuse me. Let me see if I can find, here's one. Here's an ad. I can expect to pay probably around $2 to $3 anytime someone clicked on my website. You can set limits there, so if you don't want to spend over a certain dollar amount, you can do that, but you're not actually going to pay. Wix hasn't paid anything to Google yet. Their ad is appearing in front of me. Once I click on this, I can pretty sure they're probably paying around $2 or so. Okay, so what it does is said this is your keyword, blog image. This was a search term. 1 to 10,000 people search for this monthly. That's a lot of volume. Competition's low, so that's good. I can probably pay a little amount and have my advertisement appear. Here are some keywords sorted by relevant. So they know a lot of people that search for blog image may also search for free images. And there's between 100,000 and 1 million visitors per month. Medium competition, $3.87. Free stock photos, again, lots of searches. High, a lot of people are trying to target those keywords with advertisements, and you're paying $9 every time someone clicks. Stock photos are paying $22, over $22 every time someone clicks on your ad. So what it does, it brought up a list of 671 categories that it thinks is related to blog image. And so I'm just scrolling down, it's showing me around the monthly volume. Let's go ahead and let's jump over a few pages. Right now you notice I'm getting lower and lower in search quantity, 10 to 100, 100 to 1,000. You'll notice that it's not giving me an exact number. Average monthly searches. It's not telling me that the average is 9,627 searches over the last 12 months. It's giving me a rounded number. It is also kind of grouping similar terminology together. And this is where it gets important to start the long tail keyword research. Long tail keyword research, in short, is if I was looking for a blog image, I'm probably not typing just blog image. You got to think of yourself, put yourself in the mindset of the person doing the search. What that means is, who's looking for a blog image? They're likely bloggers. They've just written a blog post, or they're writing a blog post about a specific topic. So not many of them are just looking for a random blog image. So they may look for blog image on cookies. Here we go. Here's some images on cookies. They're going to try and find a stock image about whatever blog they are writing about. So that's long tail keyword research. You have to think about what keywords you want to target and then maximize your content to fit. So I know that my blog post is about how to create a blog image using Inkscape. So I'm going to start with those. When you start using brand names as well, or other website names in your research, you're going to start competing with the website itself. Inkscape's a huge, really popular website, so I'm not going to want to put that in there as either. So what I suggest doing at this point, ubersuggest.io. This is a keyword research tool that allows you to search for keywords, and it's going to help you suggest other keywords that you may want to go for as well. So right now I'm going to go to blog image and click suggest. Oh, I'm sorry. I should change this. You can't change. We want to do web search for United States So we returned results here of all these different, found 200, it's still going up here, 233 different keywords associated with blog image. So blog image size, blog image design, blog image creator, blog image template, and so on. Scroll down, it's going to also bring it by category, blog image B, all the background bell, bond suit, body image, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and take this list, I'm going to view it as text, and I'm going to Control A and then copy. I'm going to open up a notepad and then paste. So right now we have 232 different keywords around blog image. The next step is to come here and look for blog images or keywords that more accurately describe what you're going after. So blog image creator, blog image template, blog image generator, those are all similar to what I'm talking about in my content. I'm not talking about design or images or size. So what I'm going to do is select this and expand this keyword. And it's going to do another search for just blog image creator. And it's going to find similar keywords to that. You notice it came up with two: blog image creator, blog header image creator. So I'm going to view that as a text, copy that as well, jump over here and paste that at the end. We'll come back and do that again for the next one. So I did blog image creator. We'll do the same for, let's do blog image design. Let it search for blog image design. And it came up with two as well. I'll go ahead and copy those. Okay. So you're going to do this, even though this has been a long video so far, it's not going to take you, once you have the process in place, it'll probably only take you 5 to 10 minutes to do a search. So you're going to keep scrolling through and just expanding any that you think are applicable to you. At this point, you don't really have to worry about results that don't apply to you. So this, for example, blog image copyright laws, that's not really applicable to my blog post that I've already written that I want to target towards the keyword research, but we're not going to leave that out at this time. Instead, we're going to leave that on our list, and we'll remove that or filter this list down further later. So go ahead and do all of that and get your whole big list here. So you got hundreds of stuff, and you're going to jump back to Keyword Planner, and actually we're going to get search volume data and trends. So you'll notice our first search result, let's go ahead and exit out of there. When we first did, we would find keywords. We're going to come back here and on the wrong page. Instead of search for new keywords, we're going to get search volume data and trends. You can enter one keyword per line, or you can separate them by columns. Nice thing about that Uber Suggest, it gives everything in one per line. So now we can search again, target audience, our locations, show average, change our date range, compare, do whatever filtering you want to do. Okay, what it is saying is that some keywords we've entered and their close variants have been grouped into one row, meaning that if it saw two of them that are very similar, it's going to group them together. And it shows ranges for search volume. The average range is between 1,000 and 10,000 searches per month. And now it's grouping again monthly searches between 100 to 1,000, competition, suggested bid. I'm guessing blog image size, no one is bidding at that at the moment, so you could probably set that whatever you want and potentially get your ad up there for very little amount of money. So this is the point where I suggest you take this information. You have a whole bunch of keyword ideas that are all grouped around what you want to set as your Google keyword, and you download this. You're going to open an Excel CSV. You could save it to Google Drive or segment statistics by month. I'm not really worried about the seasonality of it. If you were looking more something towards holiday themed or weather themed, you may want to look at it per month, something that changes. And still letting this download. Let's go ahead and open this up. So now this is open in Excel. Let me just resize it here. Okay. So now you have your ad group keyword ideas. That doesn't really mean anything. You have your different keywords. Currency is always dollar, so I don't need to worry about that. Average monthly searches. Competition they have in a decimal scale. So 0 mean like no competition, 0.01 very little competition. The higher the number, the more competition. And you notice we have a lot of stuff down here, and a lot of this stuff doesn't even give me results. So it's not necessarily a good keyword to do. So what you do at this point is you can sort, search, filter, however you want to do with this data to try and find the keyword that you want to then make as your target keyword. So let's say, and I haven't done this yet, I'm doing this live, so let's just say I want blog image creator. There's between 10 to 100 searches every month, very little competition, nobody's bidding on it right now, at least that's how I interpret it. So let's just say that I am instead going to make this my keyword. When someone types in blog image creator, my page about creating a blog image will come up higher. So to do this, what you want to do is you want to modify the contents of your website to match. So you want to optimize your website or your page so it is more relevant towards that one particular keyword. So for example, and I haven't researched too much, I will do this more, but let's just say I'm choosing blog image creator as my keyword. When someone types in blog image creator in Google, I want my page to appear farther up in the search results. So to do that, let's go ahead and jump back to Zoho and let's modify our page to make it look better representative of that keyword. So there are a couple things that you want to look at. There are your header right here, the title of your post, some header, some higher, bigger font, your images, your regular text, and then also potentially your tags down here in your category. Google has their own algorithm. They're not really showing us, hey, the title counts more than the tags, which counts more than the content, which counts more than the images, which counts more than the URL up here at the top. Instead, what you want to do is you want to curb your guesses and put your keyword in as many places as possible while not becoming spammy. So what I would suggest for this website, the first thing I can do is what is a blog image and how to create one. That really doesn't tie to blog image creator. I have create blog image, but it's not appearing together. So what I would instead recommend is we rename our title to more accurately reflect, or at least contain, create a blog image. So let's say blog image creator tutorial. Now what it has here, it has my keyword that I'm going to be focusing on all together. Now you may also want to think about this more in time, make this more of a conversational type header as opposed to just this is the title. And then farther in your post, start adding blog image creator or those words more frequently. Now, you don't want it to be overly spammy, so you're not going to say this blog is going to discuss how to create a blog image using a blog image creator tool called Inkscape. In this blog image creator tool, you could, and so on. You're not going to want to put that too often. Google's algorithm is smart enough to see when you're becoming spammy and using keywords too often, and it'll actually downgrade your site as opposed to upgrade it in the search results. Coming in here, you can also, I also suggest editing the image. And when you upload an image, you'll be given the option of setting a caption or alternate text. So Google's crawlers don't actually view the image and read what is on the image or interpret what's on the image. So if you have an image of some ducks, it's not going to necessarily know that's an image of ducks. So instead, it uses alternate text. So this is where you're going to want to put in some sort of variation of your keywords that you want to pipe in. So again, blog image creator header. I'm putting in different text. I'm going to use different text for each image. I'm not going to use the same alternate text for every image, but I'm going to make sure that I include that keyword that I'm going to be trying to use or targeting, and some variation throughout all of my images. Last thing I'll do is I'll just go through in here, and when it was conversational, try to insert those keywords randomly throughout the article. So again, as Google ranks my page, it reviews this page, it says, hey, these are all these different terms. Obviously, this page is about blog image creation. If someone's searching for it, this would be a good page to send them to. Okay, the last thing you want to do is after you save it, you can also edit the post URL. So right now I have it listed as episode 15. And if you watched a previous video, I think it's my 4th or 5th video where I started creating blog posts, I put in episode dash number, whatever blog post number it was, or whatever YouTube video number it was. And the reason for that was I thought this would be easier to redirect people. Go to lunchhourweb.com/blog/post episode 15 to learn more. However, episode 15 means absolutely nothing to Google, or it's not going to help relate this blog post towards any search results. So in here, this is where again where you're going to type in your Google keyword that you're going to be targeting. So once you've changed that, post create-a blog image, press OK, save, publish your post again after you're done making all of your edits, and then hopefully as Google's crawlers hit your website more often, it's going to realize, hey, this really is an article designed for this one specific topic. It's going to now appear more often, or hopefully higher up in search results. Okay, and the last part I want to cover is YouTube videos and how to make your YouTube videos appear more higher in YouTube search results. So let's jump over to YouTube. We're going to go to my channel, and again, blog image using Inkscape. We can go to Video Manager and edit. You notice all my views are really low, so I want my videos to now appear at the top of YouTube search results or higher up in YouTube search results, getting more viewers and hopefully more subscribers. So I haven't spent much time on keyword research or SEO, optimizing my videos for search results. It's going to work very similar to the Google keywords because they're obviously, YouTube is owned by Google. So it probably has a similar algorithm that they use to rank websites as they use to rank videos. What that means is in your header or your title of your video, you're going to want to include your keywords that you want to be found more often. You're going to want to be putting those keywords in the description and in the tags as well. Okay. there are a little bit different since the Google Keyword Planner does not include YouTube search results. These are just search results using Google for websites. It's not going to tell you YouTube search results. There is under Uber Suggest. You can use it for YouTube, and it's going to give you some suggestions for other keywords. Again, it doesn't rank them, but using that, you may want to use the YouTube link there to help you better decide YouTube search results. YouTube also has this little search bar. It's going to help you figure it out as well. So it's going to bring up blog image post, blog post images, blog images. Let's say how to create a blog image. That's probably came up because I recently searched for that, but let's say create a blog image. Yeah, see, that one's not even that much. So I don't think it's not being one of the higher up search results. Even though it's not going to tell you how many people are searching for a particular topic, you can use this. So let's just again go to image creator. That might be one that I want to more focus my keyword search on in video. It can be different than what my blog post is. So even though these are about the same topics, I may choose a different keyword for my YouTube video than I do for my blog post, again, because the search algorithm may be different, or people may be searching differently in YouTube as they do on Google. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you like this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. You should see a subscribe button above my head. There's also some related videos that I've already created out here. Please watch through any of those if you have any interest. And I look forward to connecting with you guys. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later.